morning. Oh, the wee birdies are all singy this morning. And they woke me up at 3:30, which was grand. So Tuesday, 22nd of June. Today's workout is Tumshie. Right, so Tumshie's such a good word. 1 minute's rest between your rounds, which are 6 minutes rounds. You're going to do three different mini workouts. So the first one's Turkish get-ups, where you just switch hands for each rep. On your left, on your right, on your left, on your right for 6 minutes. Then 6 minutes of 12 squat thrusts, 12 lateral jump overs, 1 minute's rest, and then 10 overhead squats and 6 pike sit-ups. Done. So you'll have 3 different scores to post of reps. Right, so first one, Turkish get-ups. Right, I'll try and keep this as succinct as possible, but Turkish get-ups always seem to grow arms and legs. Okay, so start off lying on your back, arm locked out, extended, pointing up towards the ceiling. On the same side of your body, have that foot flat on the floor. Other arm out to the side. Push up onto your left elbow if you're holding it in your right hand, then onto your left hand. Okay, now this is the important bit where you've got to create a bridge between your right foot and your left hand. So you push your hips up towards the ceiling, okay, to create a gap between your butt and the floor. Okay, so you push your hips up and then you're going to bring your left leg through underneath until you're in a lunge position. Okay, so this is a super awkward position that a lot of people find hard. You then upright yourself from here, okay, and then you go up to standing, and then I'll go back a wee bit. Then you just reverse it back down onto the floor. So if you're holding it in your right hand, you step back with your left leg, reach for the floor. Okay, so you're back to that awkward position again. Sweep your leg through, sit down, and lower yourself to the floor and bring the weight down to the floor as well. Now, I'm not going to repeat that over and over with lots of different pieces of kit. What I suggest, if you didn't quite get it, just rewatch it again, rewind, rewatch, until you see, especially that awkward bit in the middle where you have to push your hips to the ceiling and sweep your leg right through so that you're into that awkward lunge position before you upright yourself. So that's your Turkish get-ups, one on your right, one on your left, one on your right, one on your left, for 6 minutes, 1 minute's rest. And then you've got 12 squat thrusts and 12 lateral jump overs. So for your squat thrusts, make sure that you are in a plank position. Okay, so you're in a plank position, you're going to jump your feet in towards your hands and then back out. It's a good idea to draw a wee line and draw a wee line to show yourself visually on the floor where to jump your feet from and to. What tends to happen with squat thrusts is as we get tired, the movement begins to become a little bit more like, and you're like, whoa, I'm working hard. So, I mean, you still got to work within your capabilities, so if that's where your capabilities are, it's no problem, it's no problem. You're always aiming for that full big range of movement, but you do what you can, Right, and then you're looking for lateral jump overs, okay, so you can be jumping over anything that's just sitting there, so you can jump over anything you want. I suggest don't jump over something round, like a round dumbbell or a water bottle sitting on its side, because if you land on it, it'll go one way and you'll go the other. Okay, so try and pick something that's not like a bag or something that's not going to move if you touch it with your feet on the way over. It's just a lateral jump over. It's just that. 2. Okay, so if you want to make it more ambitious, have something higher to jump over. Want to make it easier? Have nothing. Okay. And if jumping sideways or jumping is just out of the question, then pick something a wee bit bigger and do step overs. Of course, jumping sideways is a problem. You can jump forwards. No problem. Right, overhead squats. Now if you've got something like a broomstick, it's a great chance to actually do this. It doesn't have to be something heavy. Okay, and for a lot of people, it not being heavy to start off with is a good way to go. I'm going to give you a couple of options on this. Okay, so if you've got something like a broom, push your elbows straight against the stick so you feel like you're trying to snap it in half. Get bonus points if you do in fact snap it in half. Okay, heels on the ground, grip the ground with your toes, pull your belly button in towards your spine, sit your hips back behind you, okay, and then sit down into your overhead squat. Keeping your knees out, toes down, heels down, chest up, back up. So, lots of things go wrong with the overhead squat. One of them that you would probably notice if you watch yourself sideways on is that this can happen. You want the stick to stay above the centre of your foot. Don't worry about it too much again, like you're practicing, you're learning, you're developing your skills, and you do what you can. Now, you can also do overhead squat with 1 or 2 single weights. Okay, so you can hold the weight up overhead and do your overhead squat with 1 weight. You got 2. You can do your overhead squat with 2 weights. You can hold a backpack. Anything really, anything that you can hold in 2 hands. It could be a cushion off your sofa, doesn't matter. Something that you can support overhead. It's unlikely to be particularly heavy, so that you should be able to find something sitting around that's going to work fine for you. And then the pike sit-ups. We do these quite a lot because they're really good. They're my favourite. And I write the programming. Okay, so I program a lot of things I don't like as well. Okay, so hands above head, body outstretched. You're going to bring your hands and your feet up at the same time. So when I say hands and feet, upper body and lower body hinge at the hips and come up into a V position. If you can't do that, it's too difficult for you or you run out of them, you use them all up. Okay, I did keep the number quite small per round on this, okay, so hopefully you can have a go at them, but you can always sub for V-tucks instead. That's it. Have a go at the overhead squats if you can with some sort of straight bar or stick. It's cool. Overhead squats are cool, and you're cool, so you'll go well together. That's it. Hay fever abounds. Right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye. Bye.